Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's NEET PG 2025 demo series. Today we will be taking you through a comprehensive or a detailed demo of the ZyNerd portal. For subscribers as well as for those who are looking for subscription, this will be useful to understand how to use the data in ZyNerd and either decide on how to proceed as far as your rank is concerned after the results are out, or to decide on whether to take up ZyNerd as far as the information that you get from ZyNerd is concerned. Now we will take you through a comprehensive list of features that ZyNerd has. We have grown over the last 3 years to include feedback of many aspirants. The entire portal has been built on feedback from aspirants. So we have grown up and improved our features based on feedback from aspirants of last year too. So if you are a last year's subscriber, there might be changes in terms of the interface, some minor changes, very intuitive changes, but we will take you through all that as well. Taking you through the features will take us around 10 to 15 minutes if we are listing out the features. Comprehensive, but still 10 to 15 minutes only. But we will have a longer session today. This session will take you through how to use all the features for your rank range, and what are the insights you can get that will help you in taking decisions throughout the counseling process. You will spend a lot of time, almost 50% of your time, in ZyNerd only, or any portal which will give you information throughout the counseling process, and the rest 50% on evaluating your choices. Critical part is evaluating your choices, but the base information and updates throughout the counseling which will be available in ZyNerd. One basic thing before we start, you can look at this video demo. There will also be a video on session on what ZyNerd does, what all we cover, and what we don't cover. Be very clear about what we don't cover, and be very clear about the fact that this is a single user, not shared platform. So if you are looking at registering for ZyNerd, you will register using a mobile number, and that is the only mobile number that you will be able to access your OTP on for logging in. So if you're looking at that part, please be very clear that it is a single user subscription based on a mobile number. You will be able to use it on multiple devices, iOS, Android, your browsers, any portal from a net center. You can log in and access the data based on an OTP received on the registered mobile number. But at one point in time, only one session will be active, the other session will be logged out. You will need an OTP to register. This is a format that we have. So please, if you're willing to go ahead, please go ahead with the subscription, and based on the features that are available. And the second part is, we will be offering the subscription. As of now, it will say December end or December mid, till December end, but we will be extending the subscription as long as NMC extends its counseling process. NMC counseling process. So basically, all the 30 plus counselings, along with All India counseling, NMC will give a schedule saying this will be extended. Let us say they say this December 31st. We'll extend till December 31st of 2025. They say till February 28th. We'll extend it till February 28th, 2025. This is based on NMC's information. DNB sponsored, we are not covering this year, so we will not be extending for DNB sponsored. Even though data will be available, we are offering it complimentary. We are not extending it till the end of DNB sponsored. And in case there is a court case at a later point in time, we will not be for one particular state, like Chandigarh happened 6 months later last year, so that we might not be extending, because that involves a lot of resources. We might not be able to prepare for the next year. Now what we'll be looking at is how to look at ZyNerd and the features. First, I'll take you through quickly the menu bar and the features over here. ZyNerd portal is what we are looking at. The app is also user friendly, but will not be will be much of use only for limited information. You want to look at one institute, you want to look at one particular set of information, that will be useful. App is useful for comprehensive information. The portal will be useful for comprehensive information. This is the portal which you check on your browser, on your tab. We suggest using your browser or your tab for this portal, where you log into the website and enter your mobile number and OTP and enter. Once you enter, for a subscriber, you will see this information. There is a call support and email support for subscribers. The details are available here. When there is a Telegram channel that is created specific to subscribers for notifications and updates, not for conversations, for notifications and updates, that Telegram channel link will also be available here. And your updates, like whenever we do a session which is very critical, we will update it here. If there is a court case, something is happening today, that updates and our notes will be available here. If there is a note that we want to tell you, as in basically something important is happening, there is an interpretation that we want to give you, that will be available over here. Any update in the ZyNerd portal will be available over here. or any critical update or notification. MCC cancels something which is going to happen tomorrow, that will also be available here. Not all notifications, but those which are critical, those which we want to communicate, will be available in the update section. Then we have the announcements and events section. These sections, as you move down, you will be able to see them. Those are information on any notification updates from any counseling website across India which participate in which refers to NEET PG 2025. So if you are looking at, let us say, the website of Maharashtra, you will have Maharashtra's counseling updates in one particular website. BFUHS Punjab might have an NRI portal, NRI web, link, as well as a general website link. There are certain counselings where the registration, choice filling, etc. happens in one link, notification happens in another link. You might have to go to multiple links. Or within Tamil Nadu, within the same TN medical selection notifications, you will see MDS, PG, UG, pharma courses notifications. You will have to go through 32 minimum different websites. We possibly browse around 70 to 100 different websites and bring in all those announcements at one place. This is for all counseling so put together. So as of now, if you look at the announcements, you will see that there are certain announcements on fee structures, counseling in Karnataka, which is done for MDS but covers PG as well. The prospectus is out, and online application for PG Punjab PG Medical for category B CMC Ludhiana seats. All those notifications are available along with the proper notification PDFs or the links. So if you go click on the particular link, you can directly view all these notifications. This will be available historically. At any point in time, you will be able to view all this information. So if I say view all, it will take me to a separate place with announcements and events. Announcements, you can look at all announcements. I just want to look at today's announcements. No, nothing here. I want to look at a particular date on which an announcement was made. I can go back and look at it. Every history is available over here. If I want to look at, let us say, only announcements with respect to Punjab PG Medical, basically I'm looking at CMC Ludhiana announcements, then I will be able to look at CMC Ludhiana announcements over here. It will clearly mention CMC Ludhiana somewhere in the application. Let us say I want to look at what our prospectus has been published or information bulletin has been published. I will be able to refer over here. As of now, Karnataka College prospectus for St. John's and AMU prospectus has been published. Information bulletins is another word used for prospectus. Delhi PG Medical and Karnataka information bulletin has been published, or the brochure has been published. So I can directly click on this and know that Karnataka information bulletin has been published, and this is for PG Medical and Dental. But related to PG Medical will come into effect after the announcement of MCC. The data is available, but it will come into effect later. If there are changes, they will let you know. So all this information is available, and you can historically go select a particular counseling and just quickly look at that information. Same base, you have the event section. What we saw over here, that is the event section. As you move forward, below, event section is what is happening today. Is there a joining timeline today, registration timeline today, whatever is happening, some action needs to be taken. That is a part of the event section. So you don't need to remember deadlines anywhere else. ZyNerd gives you the deadlines through the app. In the app, it is pretty easy. In the portal, it is comprehensive. You will be able to see much information. In the app, you can filter out. Like past events, you can just check over here. Whatever has happened, the exam center, city, etc. that had happened, it is available over here. Sikkim PG Medical was open. Now they will still be open later too. That time they will update. We will update that. Till August 31st, CMC Ludhiana college sponsorship and minority category applications are open. That is available over here. You don't know what it is, you just click on it, look at the guidelines and see if it is applicable for you, and directly go here. In case you you're in a Telegram group, we also updated in our Telegram group and channel, but that there you will not be able to filter out saying Punjab PG Medical or directly filter out saying prospectus. Here it is very simple. Instead of a Telegram or a WhatsApp channel, you will be able to clearly filter out information with direct notifications and links. Upcoming events, something is starting tomorrow, day after tomorrow, those will be available over here. Currently that is not available anywhere else. Currently that is not, there are no upcoming notifications. Once the notification for All India is shared, or anything on PWD certificates, NRI is shared, we will start the first set of notifications. This you can filter out for a particular counseling. I am only interested in Punjab, I can filter out in Punjab, and then I'll be able to see only Punjab details. Instead of, if you think that everything is cluttered, you can filter it out. We are also trying to come up with a customization. Let us say you have only All India counseling and Punjab counseling that you are interested in. All India and Karnataka alone I am interested. I am interested in Karnataka and Maharashtra alone. In that scenario, we will be able to possibly we are trying out to say overall you can customize only these two counseling information should be available for me. But be very clear before doing that, because tomorrow it might also happen that I might have a chance in UP, some notification came in, I will not be able to do that. That we will come up with later. Then we have the video section over here. All the guides for 2025 will be available. As of now, you will also have 2024 information marked over here, but we will come up with a specific filter for 2025. Right now, what have we done for 2025? We have since CMC Velour application form started earlier, and from the Supreme Court case onwards, we have been covering, and CMC Velour application form and Institute Info Guide are already there. The application form for management quota was closed, that is already here, and we have already also uploaded the NEET PG Ultimate Guide Part 1 and Part 2 over here. The Part 3 will also be uploaded subsequently. You can also view all the videos in the videos section. Now we have gone through all this. Primary thing is this menu bar over here. Insights, tools, explore and resources. This is where you have a host of information that you will use for the PG counseling. This has been very clearly structured based on feedback and based on what we believe is the best way to represent for PG counseling and the best way to extract for the entire PG counseling process. What do we need for the counseling? One, we need information historically. That is fine. Many websites today will offer you information for a higher price, basically more than ZyNerd. They are offering you historical information clearly taken from ZyNerd. There is also information that will be updated on a regular basis, the notifications, the announcements that we are talking about, and the allotments. Throughout the counseling process, updates on allotments, closing ranks, the fee stipend on the previous year versus this year. So what has changed this year? 2025, before the counseling starts, you will need that updated. Everything is updated during the counseling by ZyNerd alone and not by any other clones, because they will have to rely on ZyNerd to work on the data. We have a 50-member team which works on the data and gives you the data, unlike others who just pull out the data and generate it, push out the data from ZyNerd. So here, this is the menu bar that where you will be able to get all the information that you need for the entire counseling process. Whatever you see on YouTube, analysis, everything, most of it is based on what we have. Almost all counselors are part of ZyNerd itself. So here we will explain to you what all is possible. The video section and everything will have separate explanations. You have your regular packages link, your info, profile, everything over here. You can check on this, and all the videos and other filters you can also filter out on this. Now here we start with the insight section. This is where we start. Now when will we start? Ideally we start after the results are out, correct? We start after the results are out. Results will give me a rank. What rank will that be? That will be an all India rank. So within the 2.4 lakh candidates, let us say, who have attended the examination, what is my exact rank? How many people are above me? How many people are below me? Based on the marks that I get and the tie-breaking criteria, I will be able to get my exact rank the day the results are out. The day the results are out, the scorecard will not be out. It will be out in a few days' time, but you know your rank. That is the primary thing, which is within India. But you might not know how many will apply for your state. Let us say in the state of Kerala, how many would apply? In the state of Maharashtra, how many would apply? Or how has those candidates' performance been? So right now, we will only have our All India rank. When will we have our state rank? After Maharashtra calls for applications, everybody applies who think they are eligible for Maharashtra. Maharashtra filters out whoever is actually eligible based on documents and then gives a merit list or a rank list, as they call it. This merit list or rank list will have the list of candidates who are in Maharashtra. So compared to last year, let us say your All India rank is 10,000. What we can now do is, for 10,000, this was my state rank. So we expect something similar. Later, when Maharashtra actually publishes the merit list, I will be able to see whether it was similar. But right now we have the All India rank only. So we will go with the All India rank to start with. And what am I going to do first? First thing is to look at the possibilities. Even if you have skipped till now, we actually starting the demo now. After a detailed explanation, you start with looking at the closing ranks based on closing ranks of previous years. Now why previous years? That is a question. Will it exactly happen like last year? Will it exactly happen like last year? Because this year the exam was easy. Somebody who has scored higher marks scored a very, very high rank this year. Basically their performance was I thought I scored 700 marks and I thought I scored 650 marks, but I thought I will get a very good rank like last year. But this year it was easier, so I got a far lesser rank. Basically in terms of numbers, it is a higher rank. Instead of 5,000, I ended up getting 10,000 rank. Should I take 10,000? Should I take 5,000? What rank should I get? A very simple explanation is you should take your All India rank. Compare it with the All India rank of last year. Why? We will explain. So let us say you are All India rank 100 this year. What is my rank this year? 100, right? Is my All India rank of this year. Just hold on. Rank of 20. Now, if my All India rank is 100 in 2025, how should I refer to data of last year? I might have scored 700 marks, let us say. Last year, somebody had All India rank 100 and that candidate had scored 680 marks. This is an example, let us say. You can take 100 or 1000. Should I refer to this? What will be the cutoff? What will be the confusion? Don't get confused at all. You have scored All India rank 2025 100. 99 candidates are above you. So your chances will be based on what these 99 candidates above you pick up, correct? No change. So last year also, who had 99 candidates above them? This rank 100 had 99 candidates above them. So you refer to rank 100 of previous year, you will clearly know that above me 99 candidates would have taken seats. Exactly like last year, if it happens, I will get the similar seat, correct? That is what we need to look at. If I am ranked 10,000, then I will say 9,900 candidates are above me. Same ways, who had 9,099 candidates above them, rank 10,000 of 2024. I will take rank, what rank 10,000 of 2024 got, and I will assume that it will be similar. Is there anything else I can do? I can look at what factors will change this year, correct? What are the factors that will change? The seat matrix seats might change, total number of seats might change. That is a big factor. The reservation might end up being different. The policy of eligibility might end up being different. The policy or rules of counseling might end up being different. The candidate preferences might end up being different. A candidate might prefer MD general. Everybody might end up preferring MD general medicine instead of radio diagnosis this year. Everything changes. Might end up being different. Will it happen? Don't know. But end up being different. And also the state's performance might end up being different. This is also another factor. What does this mean? Within the top 100, there might be more people from the state of Maharashtra versus lesser people from the state of Maharashtra. That might also make a difference. Within rank 10,000, if there is a shift and Maharashtra candidates or Uttar Pradesh candidates or Kerala candidates have performed really well, that creates higher competition. Now, how that happens, that also can make a difference. So what you can do is wait for all this, understand everything and start 1.5 months later. Or what you can do is, currently I know that these are the factors. I will assume that these factors are constant and I can go ahead, because that is the only thing that can be done now. I don't know the candidate's performance, results are not out, state merit list only will give my candidate's performance 1 month later. No other way I can get the candidate's performance. I know the policy and rules 1 month later, before the counseling starts. I will know the preference of candidates after round 1 of 2025 when they put in the preferences. Polls will not give you the right information. So I will start with last year's rank alone. This is to clearly mention, because people will be talking marks in different YouTube videos. Please go with ranks. That is the entire reason why every information of ZyNerd is based on ranks. So I'll pick up my rank and then go ahead and select a particular counseling and figure out what I will get for my rank. Let us say I have a rank of 10,000. What is this rank? This is the All India rank. Across India, I am ranked 10,000. I am going to look at what I will get in All India counseling. So this will decide that this information will help me in the entire counseling process for 10,000. What was possible last year? Can we just quickly? Okay, so without looking, how will I do that now? How will I know that I am ranked 10,000? Right now you may not know, but marks versus ranks estimate is also difficult, given that there is a feedback saying that it might have been easier this year. We'll have to wait for actual feedback every time there is a change. So you can estimate somewhere knowing that it might be worse, but you can start somewhere, or you wait for the results. Better option is to wait for the results instead of getting confused, but just look at the data. Let us say it is 10,000. What could it be? 14,000. What could it be? You can just look at the data. We are taking it for 10,000 and we are going ahead. Now, what is the primary purpose of this entire thing? The primary purpose of this entire looking at allotments, closing ranks is curiosity factor, correct? That will be the starting point. I will say, I'm very curious what I will get for this rank. Last year, whoever got 10,000, what all did they get? But the actual output or the efforts are put in to create a choice list. That is what is the crux of the entire thing. You will create a choice list and give it to MCC after clearly evaluating the choice list. So we are looking at it from a perspective of not only what I will get, but creating a choice list of the out of the entire process. That is what I am going to provide as an input to the counseling authorities. That is what will help me also decide which counselings I am going to attend. Right now, what you are looking is the allotments of All India Counselling. We have already done a session of what All India Counselling is, state counselling is. You can go through the entire sessions. We are starting with the All India Counselling, which will have 50% of government institute seats, the deemed university seats, and the DNB seats in private institutes, and 50% of DNB government institute seats, DNB or NBE Diploma seats. All these are available. So if you have not gone through what all courses are available, what all quotas are available, what all are there in All India Counselling, please go through that. Now, All India Counselling, we are starting with for a rank of 10,000 All India rank. For this particular candidate, how will the candidate look at information? This is what we will look at. Now, here you have 1 to 50 of 79,060 records in 2024 session. This means in 2024 session, MCC conducted the All India Counselling, and between different rounds, all rounds put together, they posted 79,060 allotments. You see the round, you see the All India rank, you see the state where the institute belongs to along with the institute name, and you see the course, the quota, category, fees, stipend, bond years, and beds. And there is a small heart button over here if you like the institute, for you to like the institute or add it as a choice. Now, this is the entire allotments view that you will have. In the app, this is slightly different in the form of cards. So there you will not be able to get comprehensive when you view like 10 records, 15 records in a single screen. There you will have it in the form of cards, whichever is comfortable with, you're comfortable with, you can use it. And for some reasons, you will use the portal, and for some reasons, you will use the app. Now here you see round 1, All India rank 1. The person who was ranked 1 in All India last year took ABVMS PGIMER, earlier called PGIMER, early ABVMS Dr. RML Hospital, New Delhi, general medicine seat. So here this candidate got general medicine seat. That should have been his first choice, obviously, right? And what is the quota under which the candidate got? All India quota. And what is the category under which the candidate got? Gen. Gen is the category of the seat. The candidate might have been OBC, SC, ST, EWS, or Gen. This seat is a general category seat. That seat went to rank 1. The fee of the institute, the stipend of the institute, the bond years, bond penalty, and beds of the institute, that is available. How many years of bond are there? 0, 0. But here you see that this entire information is available. So rank 1 took this seat. In which round? Round 1. Now, does it contain only round 1? No, it contains round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you click on the filters, you will see that only 2024 is filtered. You might also have 2023 data. This year, you will have only 2023 data, not 2022's data. You will have 2023 and 2024's data. 2022's will not be available. It is not relevant because of difference in rules. Now, 2024, round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5 is available. I want to know what the allotments in round 1 only. I don't want round 2 and round 3. So I'll click on round 1, and here I'll see there are 24,671 records. All these are 24,671 allotments given by All India Counselling MCC in round 1 of 2024. Which session? 2024. We have filtered that out. How is it represented actually in 2024? When the round 1 final allotment came in, MCC published a list which clearly had this data. This PDF is what they publish. They publish it with multiple quotas, categories, etc. They also give this data. Here the candidate category is general and the allotted category is open. Open would mean general. So that allotted category is taken as the allotted category. The quota is taken as All India quota. Rank as 1. PGIMER, Dr. RML, ABVMS is the institute. The course is MD General Medicine. That is what you see reflected over here. You can also check it in the PDF, but you will see as you move forward how quickly you will be able to do that in ZyNerd versus going through n number of hundreds or 200s of PDFs in the entire session. Now this is available. What additional information is available? The fee, the stipend of the institute, and the bond years are also available. Now if I click on it anywhere here, Why will I click? Whenever there is an asterisk over here, a star over here, it means there is some additional information in this particular institute that we want you to look. For this particular seat, there is some additional information. You know that first candidate took up the seat, but there is a lot of additional information. Star under bond, which means under bond there is some additional information. Fee, there is this remark. Stipend, there is a remark. So just click on this and go through the entire information. So here we have PGIMER's information, ABVMS information, and here we have the fee of the institute, but there is a remark. One-time refundable security deposit of 10,000 needs to be paid during admission. Don't go with 41,000. There is also an additional information. Bond years are 0. This will change this year. We will be updating every bond and stipend details based on candidates' feedback. Any updates, any GOs, any prospectus-based inputs, we will verify that and update it. We know that the bond years will become 1 for PGIMER this year because Delhi has introduced a bond. Last year, the same time, this is last year's information, right? We don't have confirmation this year. Once PG is confirmed, we will update it. So here 1 year 20 lakhs bond has been notified by the government. This is why you saw an asterisk over here. There is an information on bond. The scope has been mentioned as medical institutions of Delhi. 19 September 2024 they notified the bond. Counseling started around that time. So order mentions that bond will be applicable from the next academic session. We did not know whether that will be applicable for 2024. So we said it is not yet confirmed. But during the process of counseling, we clarified that none of the candidates were asked to submit the bond. So 2024-25 batch did not have a bond. This year, what will happen? There will be a bond year of 1 year, 20 lakhs penalty. That will be updated because the notification has come. So we will be updating that. So if you go with ZyNerd, you will have those updates. Past historical information. You talk to ChatGPT 2, you will get 0 as the bond for this year. Whether you will get it right or not, or during the process of counseling when there is an update, whether there will be an update. Something as crucial, don't rely on possible historical information or someone who derives information from historical information, either a counselor or ChatGPT or any other AAs. Now here stipend year 1, year 2, year 3 are mentioned. That update in stipend every year is also mentioned. Also what is mentioned as a remark, you saw an asterisk, includes HRA, which means house rent allowance. Tax deduction is applicable. Verify if HRA is provided if you are staying outside. Usually HRA is deducted if they give you accommodation. So around 10,000, 15,000 might be deducted. So you have to check that. Don't go with the assumption that you will get 1,20,000 in hand. Tax will be deducted, which might be another 1 lakh or 10%, and also HRA will be deducted. So you might get 95,000 to 1 lakh. That is what this gives you. This is comprehensive information. This is what you need to decide on one seat. Correct? You have around 9,700 such combinations of seats. In the sense, ABVAMS general medicine, similarly ABVAMS might have pediatrics, ABVAMS might have surgery. Similarly, every institute has different combinations. There are 9,750 combinations. We have tried our level best to get every information on this for these combinations. 9,500 different combinations. When you add on the quotas, it is huge, and that is the set of information that we have got. Now we have decided on ABVMS. We also saw that this is the first candidate. You will also see that if you go on to the end, you will see that there are 24,671 allotments. Last allotment going to rank 1,29,915, which you will see in the page 494 here. All the allotments have been mapped at 50 per page. You will be able to move on to different pages and get to these allotments at any point in time. Now here you can always check on. Now is it easy to go through every page? It is not very easy. Therefore we have the filters part. What are the filters part? The filters will give you every information to easily filter. Just like you filter out on brand, price, etc. Brand, price, size, etc. for an outfit in Amazon or food in Swiggy, you will get every filter available. In the app, this is pretty simple. Exactly, it will have an interface like what you have in any other app. In the portal, it is in the form of a big, in the form of a view like this, comprehensive. Depending upon what you want, I can use. Here, first thing I will want is, my rank is 10,000 now. Where will I go get my allotments? My primary thing is, will I get MS general surgery in good institutes in 10,000? Let us say that is a query. I will start with what? course as general surgery. I'll type general surgery and it'll give me a course as general surgery. I'm interested in general surgery. Let us say I'll start with that. Now, am I looking at any state? No, I am not looking at any state. Then what quota do I belong to? That is a query that I come up with. All these quotas are listed. We have already explained all these quotas in the other videos. We'll also have a closing rank video for All India and we'll explain that as well. I am looking at All India quota, which is government seats. Am I looking at DNB seats? If I am looking at DNB seats, I will have to also add what? DNB general surgery. But right now I am not looking at DNB seats. I think I have got a good rank for MDMS. So I'll select AIQ only, All India quota government seats. Am I looking at management seats which are for deemed universities? No, I am not looking at management seats because the fee is higher. So I clearly decide on AIQ. If you have a confusion on all these, we have run a session on what each quota category is, the term used like MNG, NBE Diploma, etc. You can go through that. Category. Which category do I belong to? Let us say I belong to the general category. We'll come to OBC and other categories later. I belong to the general category. Now, I am looking at general surgery as a close under All India quota under general category. These are the only filters I want to do. I am going ahead. All India quota has all government seats. I know that. I am going ahead without any filter on my rank range. So what will I get? I will get every general surgery allotment in All India Counselling under AIQ general category. So whatever seats were there under AIQ general category, those allotments are available, and you will see that the first candidate to take the seat was rank 62. Correct? So as I move on, I see every allotment. How many are there? 449 allotments in MS General Surgery, and I will see Madras Medical College closed over here, etc., etc. and all. I don't know where the next Madras Medical College seat has gone. I will have to go search. Instead, same thing, I will have to go in the PDF and search. Where is the next Madras Medical College General Surgery seat is allotted? Instead, I simply go ahead over here and say Madras Medical College Chennai. It will give me every AIQ Gen allotment of Madras Medical College. And where did the general surgery seats close? At 2676. 62 is a candidate whose preference was Madras Medical College General Surgery, even though the person might have got many other seats, but the seats were closed in round 1 in 2676. Suddenly I think it is better to look at round 2 where it closed. I will go back and say in round 2 it closed at same rank 2676. It did not move further. Round 3, where did it close? I will see round 3 and see it closed at 2676 again. Or I can get these filters off, and then I will be able to see in sequence where everything closed. So within a filter, you will be able to see multiple rounds. What you have to do with a PDF is go back to the second round PDF, third round PDF, get all the allotments and spend hours doing it. Especially during round 1 counseling, round 2 counseling, within seconds you will be able to pull out this data. This is what you need to look at if you are looking at particular seats. Now general surgery is done. I know that I have selected Madras Medical College, but I am not only interested in Madras Medical College. I am interested in every seat, but I am looking at round 1 currently. I will have a look at all these seats, and then I will go to the last page and see whether at rank 10,000 anybody got a seat. Who has got a seat? Where ranked 10,241 onwards have got a seat. Some candidates who are just above 9,400, 9,550, all of them have also got the seats, but most of it has been in Assam or Manipur. Peripheral institutes in these states. Not all institutes, but peripheral institutes in these states. Some have got in Tamil Nadu, some have got in Madhya Pradesh, etc. above 9,000. These chances of these coming down is slightly lesser, but I am able to have a look at it. Right now, immediately, I know that AIQ general is my category. Course I have selected general surgery. Okay, if I don't get general surgery, I am interested in some other course. I am interested in ENT. Instant, you get the ENT results. You don't have to go back searching. You same course, I get the ENT results. I know that 146 seats were allotted under All India quota, and I go on to round 3, the third page, the last page. I'll see that till 15,351 general surgery seats were allotted in round 1. I pick up 15,351 here. It will give me the complete information, on who was allotted in 15,000. The Government Medical College Kadapa, MSENT. This search through a number was possible because you knew the number over here. But if you had to search for ENT, it takes a lot of time. That is where the tool comes in place. And in addition to that, you also have every information on the bond and other details instantly. So you can decide, if I am going for ENT, I might have a possibility for these seats. It closed at 15,000. Anything about 10,000 might be possible. I am looking at all these institutes which closed about 10,000. I am taking them up and I am planning for evaluating these seats because I will get these. I looked at general surgery, only 10 to 15 options are there. Beyond general surgery, I will have to think through if I am attending only All India counseling, or I will have to look at state counseling, or I will have to look at other specialities, or I will have to look at deemed university options or DNB options. So that information is available. Will it exactly happen like this? No. Do I have any other information now? No. So you start here and then move on to round one. Before round one, you have a backup, positive backup as a negative backup. What will you do as a positive backup? Even if something closed above 9,000, let us say it comes down, I will keep evaluating all these institutes. 8,000, maybe I will take a larger stretch, and another 10-15 institutes I will evaluate. Same ways, let us say what somebody got at 10,000 I am not getting this year because of a negative shift. Many people opt for ENT. Then I will go on to pick up something till 12,000 so that I am very clear. Within that, let us say I am interested only in the state of Maharashtra. I am not interested in any other state. I'll still filter and check what all was possible under Maharashtra. I'll realize that Maharashtra has only 3-4 options about 10,000. I can even possibly get these. I will evaluate maybe a few more. But beyond these 6-7 seats, I will evaluate another state and keep it as a backup. Or I'll go to Maharashtra State Counseling if I am eligible and check that. So this is the process that you start with in terms of allotments. All that was required mostly was the last rank of these institutes, correct? Where it all closed. I am not primarily interested in how many seats are in Government Medical College Nagpur, correct? If I am looking at Government Medical College Nagpur and looking at ENT seats, 3 ENT seats were allotted. But my primary concern is, where did it close? 6,000 might have taken a seat. We saw the example of what? Very clear example of general surgery in Madras, right? Madras Medical College. Here, we saw this institute where 62 is not the relevant information. That was some candidate who was very interested in general surgery and was clear about not taking it in institutes in other states. This is what I am primarily concerned about. The last rank which took the seat, the last rank where the seat was allotted. For that, we have the closing ranks over here. We did not discuss all the filters. We will look at all the filters when we look at closing ranks. What is a closing rank? A closing rank is a view where you will have information on the last rank and the number of seats in each of these combinations. So basically, if you look at the first seat to close, the first seat to be taken was ABVAMS General Medicine, but the first seat to close, after that first ranker also ABVMS General Medicine was available. But the first seat to close, nobody beyond this rank got a seat. That was Government Medical College Kozhikode Radio Diagnosis. 2 candidates, possibly Kerala candidates who were toppers, took up this seat, and this closed in 2022 at this rank, 2023 at this rank, and 2024 at this rank. I will look at 2024 only primarily because it is the nearest. People will say marks were similar to 2022, marks were similar to 2021, so look at 2021, etc. Don't go with that. Your rank is 10,000. You will have to look at 9999 candidates' responses before you of last year. That is exactly how it will happen, subject to change in preferences, etc., which we don't have now. We will come to that only after round 1. Now here, Government Medical College Kozhikode in 2024, round 1 was the first to close, which closed at 19th rank, and only 1 seat was available. That is why you see a 1 over here. So who took that seat? Rank 19 took that seat. You will have the information over here. All India rank 19 took that seat. In round 1 also 19 was allotted. Now round 2 also 19 was allotted. Round 3 was also 19 was allotted. Now we come to a very important distinction, which is allotment versus admitted. This candidate who was allotted might or might not have joined. This allotment is basically a PDF put up to tell you that at 19 somebody had a chance last year. Whether they joined or not is immaterial for our evaluation, because the allotment would exist. I will this year, if the same thing happens, I will decide to join. But last year this was allotted, and that is all that I need for evaluation. This candidate did not join, etc. are considerations later to check why the candidate did not join, but possibilities will exist. Therefore, we go with allotments and not admitted list. We will go with allotments. Tomorrow, if you come back and say some rank, let us say there is some rank where the candidate was allotted and not admitted, but we have put up the rank over here. It is because the candidate was allotted at that rank, you would have got that seat if you were there last year. So that is how it works. Now let us say we take VMMC Delhi radio diagnosis. This is the second seat to be opted for. VMMC Delhi radio diagnosis. Here I know that there is an asterisk mark over here. I click on it, I'll have similar information as other institutes. I come back and I see 25-5. In round 1, what has happened? 25 candidates, 25 is the last rank which took up VMMC radio diagnosis, and 5 candidates, 5 seats were available under AAQ, under general category. Under other categories there might be other seats, but under general category you have 5 seats that are available. So, and it closed at 25. In the second round also, you see that the same 5 candidates have taken the seats, and in the third round also, you see that the same 5 candidates have taken the seats. We'll check if there is a difference. If there is no difference, then it means nobody leaves a VMMC radio diagnosis seats. First round, somebody was allotted, went ahead and joined and kept on to the seat, held on to the seat till the end. That information is also available. You also have information of toppers taking these seats. Now we clearly see rank 1 not being here, correct? Rank 1 took an ABVMS general medicine seat. That is over here. That is over here. That was in 2023, but in 2024 you have rank 6 onwards taking up seats over here. 6, 9, 11, 14, 16, 24, etc. take up seats over here in 2024. So if you look at the rank 1 taking up seat, you will see in round 1 2024 rank 1 took up the seat, but later the candidate might have moved on to some other seat. This rank 1 might have moved on to some other seat in round 2. That is why you don't see that rank 1 in the further rounds. That candidate moved on to some other seat. Who took up the seat? Somebody else got the seat. So the 9 seats of All India round 1 were taken by these candidates, ending at 38, and in round 2 there was movement, and beyond 38, 39 and 49 got these seats because 2 candidates moved out of the seat. That information is also available over here. We'll quickly filter out on something that I am interested in. What am I interested in? I am interested in general surgery, and I said I am interested in a particular institute, let us say Madras Medical College. I'll click on view results, and I will see that this is the allotment for general category, OBC category, EWS, SC, ST under Madras Medical College. Here I see that there are 6 allotments, 62 onwards till 2676. So basically this closing ranks is a clubbing of all the seats that are available under allotments, just to know the closing ranks of each of the rounds. The closing ranks might change according to category as well. You can always filter on any quota, any category, and filter it out. Now, why are we taking 2024 over here, not 2023? That is because 2024 had proper upgradation in round 1, round 2, round 3. The seats increased over 2023. Some states had revised rules. All of them are captured in 2024. 2023 might give you different information. 2024 might give you the latest information. So always we suggest go with 2024. If you want some references, we will give you scenarios where 2023 information will be useful. You'll have 2022, 2023, 24 information in ZyNerd. Now we will look at complete information again. We will clear out all the filters and start again. Now, as a candidate, for my rank range, how will I look at information? If I want to look at all information which for a rank range of 10,000, we suggest you take at least 20%, which is 2000 minus at least from 8,000. You can even start earlier and start doing the filtering. Why do we do the filtering? To evaluate seats, not to look at 8,000 might not come up to 10,000. Something that closed at 8,000 might not come up to 10,000, but I will be ready for that. Out of those 20 seats which closed between 8,000 and 10,000, if there is one seat that I am interested in, that will help me with help me get the seat if I am evaluating the seat and putting it as a choice. We are not saying limit your choices to start at those which closed at 8,000 last year, but please start at least at 8,000 or even earlier if you are able to do that. Should I limit it to 10,000? No, I will keep it open till 14,000, 15,000, because I know that if some negative shift happens, I need to have backup options. So anything that closed at 8,000 onwards till 14,000, I am picking up of the first thing. Which year am I picking up? 2024. I am not picking up round 4 and round 5 because round 1, round 2, round 3, I will be able to upgrade. After that, I won't be able to upgrade, and most likely 90-95% of candidates will end their counseling in round 3. I won't be able to upgrade beyond that, which means the best seat that I get usually will be round 3, and going to round 4 would carry a risk. A major risk with major upside as well. Depending upon how much risk you want to take, you will take that decision. Usually many don't, it is up to you. What am I looking at? I am looking only at AIQ sets at this stage. Then I am looking at my category. If I belong to OBC category, I am eligible for OBC and general seats, so I'll check both OBC and general, both seats, correct? And I will select the state I am interested in. Let us say I am interested in all states. Next I will select the course that I am interested in. I am interested in MD radio diagnosis. I am from 8,000 to 14,000. I want to know 2024 round 1, round 2, round 3 and quota and category. Right now I am not interested in the bets, fee, bond years, etc. I am okay with any one of these. Clinical, non-clinical, I don't need to select. I have already selected a course, and which course I am not interested in selecting. I have already selected clearly general surgery, radio diagnosis as my preferred course. I go in, any institute is okay. I go in and view results, expecting that I will possibly get a seat, but I will see no closing ranks are found. I am surprised, and then I go ahead and filter this out to see what happened. Why are there no seats? This is when I will go to the last page and realize that all the radio diagnosis seats closed at 4,400. I am at rank 10,000. It is highly unlikely that radio diagnosis seats will come to my rank. So I will possibly park it for later. I will look at a range, specialty where seats are available in my range. Let us say I want to look at another specialty. I will look at general medicine again. And let us say I want to look at pediatrics as well. Let me put in 2 different specialties and I will try out whether it was possible or not. I will look at view and I will go on to the last page and see that pediatrics might have been available for OBC candidates at this rank, but I want to know if general medicine was available. I will again deselect and select general medicine only. Go on to the last page, and surprisingly for me, again general medicine closed at rank 8,200 in round 3. Round 1 I might not have gotten, round 2 might not have gotten, round 3 maybe. If there is a huge shift, such 2,000 rank shifts don't occur, but still you can, and you can, if you are interested in such institutes which are in Assam, West Bengal, etc., you can fill in those choices. Just if you get lucky, so huge shift, nobody preferred general medicine this year, then you will get lucky. Otherwise I know that I have to look at options. My next preference is pediatrics. This is a individual who is looking at these preferences, therefore the individual is selecting these courses. If you are an individual who is interested in surgery courses, I am not interested in any of these. I am interested in anesthesiology, I am interested in pathology, microbiology. We have a lot of candidates, stoppers who are interested, so then I will go ahead and filter out those courses. Right now I am interested in pediatrics. I go on and see that this is the filter. Here I will filter out to see what was available above 8,000 and possibly till 14,000 or 15,000 is what I can do. You can even leave it blank if you want it to be open. If you want any seat that was available, you can leave it blank. And I see that around 50 to 60 seats were available and closed above rank 8,000. So these seats, the possibilities are very, very minimal, but there was movement between rounds. Like first round 4,968 took, second round 5,755 took, and there was movement. So in these institutes, in these states, there is possibility of movement. I know that in Jammu, Chhattisgarh, Assam, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, there might be some seats available, and these seats might have been an option. Under what? You can see that these are under OBC, and you can see that general seats are very less. Does it matter to me if I am an OBC candidate? No. But if I am a general category candidate, instead of OBC, I actually had been a general category candidate at 10,000, I would have filtered this out and seen that only these seats were available, and that too closed at 8289. So possibly it is my OBC candidate reference advantage that is going to get me. So I need to get an OBC NCL certificate if I am eligible, and I need to get that during the admissions time if I have already applied as OBC. So above 8,000 till 14,000, these are the ones available. But here you can see that these might have higher chances, 9,000 onwards, compared to those which closed at 8,000. So those ones, let us say 40, 50 ones, I will take and I will evaluate them. I want to know whether I'll get them, etc. In these, if I have a state preference, I am looking only at Tamil Nadu and I want to see if Tamil Nadu seats are available. I am only looking at the South Indian seats, somebody who is interested in only the South Indian seats. Then I will say Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, select all the states which are there, Kerala, and I am interested in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. I will select those states alone and say view results. Now I'll have all the seats in these institute states which were available. Tamil Nadu nothing was available, Kerala nothing was available, then I will have only these institutes, possibly the last few institutes in these states. This is something that you need to be looking at right now after the results are out. Once you do it, if your filter is very clear, this is what I want is very clear, I am preferring these states, I am not preferring these seats, everything is clear, you will list down your choices which are possibilities and then start evaluating them. It need not be necessary that it should be in the same order. Last year it might have been in the same order, but last year in this preference order, but yours might be different. You might think that I will fill up all Karnataka first, then go on to Telangana, Kerala, or you might think that I might fill up all the seats as per order of preference, which I will evaluate each one of them irrespective of location. That is up to you. Further, if you want to filter out saying I want to work be in an institute only with only 400 beds or more, I will say 400 beds or more. Out of the 62, you got 53 seats. That is what you can do. Usually you don't do that, but usually you have a filter on the bond. I want to do a filter on, I just want to look at all states which have a lesser bond, I will filter out on a bond. But before filtering on the bond, we would suggest something. There is a 3-year bond here mentioned in Karnataka, but you go in there, not many will tell you, but if you go in there, you will see candidates will sign a 1-year bond for urban service mentioned inside the bond and a 3-year bond, overall bond, including the 1 year. So they will sign a 3-year bond, which includes the 1-year service bond. However, the 1-year bond is implemented in Kerala, which means this 3 is not necessarily 3. There is an asterisk which gives you a remark saying you will have to go ahead with only the 1-year bond. And what if you leave a seat, that is also available, and that will ensure that you take the right decision. If it is 1,24,000, am I okay with that? The stipend is 62,000. Do I need to go to Gujarat where there is a better stipend of 1 lakh? Should I put that in first, lesser fee structure, and the bond is clearly for 1 year, it is a 40 lakh bond. I am not planning to do the bond at all. Do I need to go to Telangana, which is a 20 lakhs bond, where I have to shell out only 20 lakhs for not serving the bond? In Madhya Pradesh, it is a 1-year bond of 10 lakhs. I will have to shell out only 1 year 10 lakhs. Should I go there? Still, you will have to decide based on the options available. And here, knowing that if I am ranked 10,000, these are possible options. I will pull out everything, but also I will have a list of options which closed earlier too. Should it be 8,000? 7,000 is also fine. 6,000 is also fine. If you put in 6,000, you will have extra list of colleges which have lesser possibility. If you are able to evaluate it, okay. Even you can put in MAMC pediatrics, but don't spend time on that. At least start with this and then later spend time on the other parts, basically other ranges. First, you at least finish off this and then get your evaluation done. That is what we are suggesting. This entire information is what will be helpful during the counseling process, and this tool is going to be helpful in the counseling process. Along with the fee, stipend and bond, you will be able to fill out every information. Now we will go through the filters quickly. So I am always going to use, let us say I am always interested in only clinicals instead of specialties. I am interested in any clinical, then I fill out clinical. I am looking at 1 to 3 always. I am looking at all India quota and I am looking at general category only, and I am 8,000 to 14,000. I want to look at 8,000 to 14,000 rank. Every time I come in, I am going to give the same filter. In that case, I can do a save filter and say 8K to 14K AAQ Gen filter, clinical filter. This is what I am saying. Now apply this filter. It will come as applied, and once you go on, you can always select different filters. I've already done a general surgery 9,000 filter, so that 9,000 filter is available over here. Every time I come in, I can view results based on that filter. If I want to go back to the 8K general surgery filter, all those will be applied, then I view results. If I want to have a general medicine filter over and above this, I'll save that filter as 8K to 14K. This is for reference, you can use your own name. GenMed AAQ Gen Clinical. AAQ Gen filter. Clinical is already absorbed in general medicine, so you will have this filter. You can always come back. Now, if you want to change the rank range, you can change the rank range. As many filters as possible you can do. Next, you also have the clinical, non-clinical, etc. If you want to select institute wise, you can select. Let us say you are selecting the state of Gujarat. Then you can click on Gujarat. Only the institutes of Gujarat will be available. You can select this. Here, one major thing is to note is that you have a lot of institutes which are with a hyphen and pin code mentioned. All these institutes, wherever there is a hyphen and pin code mentioned, all these are institutes which are DNB institutes, offering DNB courses or NBE Diploma courses. Those which do not have hyphen are medical colleges offering MDMS Diploma. That distinction we have clearly kept over here to tell you which colleges to select. This and you will also have, once you select a state, you will have the specific institutes available. I can always filter on this particular institute and see whether that was available. It was not available, therefore it is giving a different response. In case the institute has a seat in general medicine, then you will get that seat wherever it closed. It closed at 3,400. Now we can also move on to add on stray rounds, etc. In some institutes, you will see that the stray round allotments have happened. Here there are no seats in stray rounds because this candidate joined and there's no vacancy for the stray round. And as far as states are concerned, institutes are concerned, you will also see that there are some institutes which offer both PG as well, MDMS as well as DNB courses. Take for example Nizam's Institute of Medical Sciences. This is an excellent institute in Hyderabad, an autonomous university equivalent to a deemed university status, a government institute which offers seats. Now I take all the courses available under the general category. You will see that all these courses are available under the general category in Nizam Hyderabad. But if I remove the quota, all India quota, you will also see that there are DNB courses available. What are the DNB courses? DNB tuberculosis and respiratory diseases, DNB IHBT, and possibly DNB nuclear medicine should be there somewhere. So DNB nuclear medicine should also be available under this quota. Now here under Nizams, you have this category of seats available. Nizams might have seats under Gen category under DNB. So nuclear medicine, we'll just check that. We'll remove this filter. Okay. So you have nuclear medicine under ST category last year. You will see all the seats that are available. You belong to ST category last year, you might not have got a seat in NIMS hospital. But the primary thing we are trying to convey is both are the same institutes. One is offering, one is mentioned as NIMS Hyderabad and another is mentioned as NIMS Hyderabad with a hyphen. This is an institute offering MD hospital administration, MD pathology, etc. The same medical college. This is a hospital offering DNB nuclear medicine, medical college and the hospital. Usually the hospitals are the ones offer DNB courses, but there are some medical colleges where the attached hospitals offer DNB seats. Why? Because DNB nuclear medicine, they would have got faculty infrastructure, but they would not have got the requirements for MDMS. So they go for DNB nuclear medicine. At a later point in time, slowly they'll convert it to MD nuclear medicine. We'll have to wait to see if NIMS converts it to MD nuclear medicine and also if the seat falls under your category this year compared to last year. Clear? It might have fallen under, it might fall under your category, it might fall under a different category as well. So this gives you a complete idea of the entire information that is available. You can always filter out on different quotas. If I want to have DNB seats, post MBBS, I can select DNB, AFMS, DNB seats. If I want to know AFMS allotments, I can select on AFMS, and we are taking DNB. And if you belong to a particular category, I belong to SC category, I'll always select SC and general and then go ahead. If I want to filter out on beds, I can filter out. If I want to filter out on fee, anything that is less than a particular fee structure, if I want to filter out on only those institutes with zero bond, I can filter out on zero bond institutes and then view results. That is possible. No closing ranks found would mean no seats are available for this particular combination of AFMS DNB and category under Gen and EWS for these particular institutes. I pull out the take out the institutes, you will be able to see all the institutes which offer DNB courses at this particular rank, for this particular combination of filters that you have done. You can also sort them by closing rank of round 1, round 2, round 2, 2023 and all. You can sort by any round, and you can sort by institute name, you can sort by course name, you can sort by the fee, you can sort by the stipend. So basically, once you get into the All India counseling, you start in a blank range without any information, and you start filtering out information based on whatever you want. I can filter out information based on whatever I want. The first filter I'll do is 2024, again repeating, and for 2024 I'll get the list. Now where is it useful? All these are already sorted in the default sort order, which is closing ranks of round 3. That is the default sort order. Here is the default sort order. Basically, whichever seats closed first is given over here, which will give you a preference order. If I am looking at general surgery, I have no clue what general surgery seats are there in Assam and what is the preference order. I tried my level best to evaluate, but tomorrow is the choice filling. I don't have that information. I will go filter on Assam general surgery, and then I will filter on general category seats, state as Assam, and All India quota, all the government medical colleges which provide seats to AAQ are available. I will see that this is the closing rank already in sorted order. So for Assam, if I am going to fill choices, under Gen alone I am taking, it will give me a good sorted order. Here in this sorted order, I can say that 2024, 1, 2, 3, all of them, if you see, first to close was Guwahati. Guwahati will be the best medical college compared to the rest, as confirmed by previous year's residents. If you want to evaluate further, please do evaluate. That is a better approach. But as confirmed by previous year residents, this is the best option available. And next is Silchar, no doubt. Next is Assam Medical College, no doubt. But still, if I pick up, I can see that 10,770 took up Assam Medical College. But there was one candidate who took up Silchar at 10,668, another took up after 10,720. I might need to do a slight evaluation between these because Silchar had only 2 seats, Assam had 6 seats. Such level of inputs you will have to think through. And then you have Jorhat and Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed. What is very, very clear is these two are better than these is very clear. Within these, you might have to have a look, but you have a clear order. I can do it for any state. Let us say I look at the state of Tamil Nadu. I don't have any clue. I am from a different state. I look at the state of, we'll say Andhra Pradesh, and look at pediatrics. I don't know how it will be preferred, but usually the reference will be very clear. You have this reference over here where different institutes are listed down. This will give you an idea of what is the closing rank. You clearly know that at least these two are far better than these institutes, correct? You would also see the allotments going on in that way. That information is very, very crucial in addition to the information provided in terms of bond for every seat, every record. Rarely you will find an info not available. Even that we will try to source from candidates, especially for DNB it is a little difficult. I want to do the same for DNB too. I don't know which ones are good DNB institutes in Maharashtra. I will select DNB General Surgery and select Maharashtra. When you do DNB, please understand that quota is not All India quota. The quota is NBE MS or DNB Post MBBS quota. I'll select it. And here, if I belong to general category, I'll select general. All private institutes are under general seats only. So I'll select all this and I'll see that in Maharashtra, you will see this is the sorted order. You will clearly see that some of these have been less preferred compared to some of these which are top preferred. Some of these might be government institutes, but some of these are less preferred. The last ones you will clearly know, and that those have gone till 21,000. Now I want to reconfirm. I can also filter out and add 2023 information to see whether the same pattern followed in 2023, and there too I might get a slight reference saying whether the same pattern followed in 2023. If not, I will have to look at multiple rounds and take a decision. So this is something that will be useful for actual allotments. Once 2024 allotment 5 allotments are out, you will also be able to pull out that information. How will I do that? I want to compare 2023 round 1. The same thing you will do after 2022 round 1, 25 round 1 is out. I will compare 2000. Note that 2022 data will not be available. This just we are using as a reference. After 2025 round 1 is available, I'll pick up 2023 and 2025 round 1 and do a confirmation. Right now I am taking 2 years, 2 rounds data to do a comparison. I'll do that. Let us say we do it for general surgery. And I'm selecting only the state of Haryana, let us say. I'll be able to see. We've selected the quota as AAQ. I'll be able to see the general surgery seats where they closed in 2023 round 1 and round 2. In 2024 round 1 and round 2, the shift was slightly here. There is a 100 rank shift. Here there is a 450 rank shift, and same happened with other institutes where the candidates did not leave the seat. Also, we see that there were 5 seats in general in 2023, but only 3 seats. That also makes a difference. This year's seat matrix will help you with that. So this complete information will help you in getting all the seats. The features and everything we will do later. Right now we have done it for 10,000 to 14,000. We will finally end up with looking at some seats in management quota for somebody who is above 25,000 rank range. Somebody who is above 25,000 rank range possibly will start at 20,000, and if the candidate is looking at 2024 only, you will primarily start, right? If the candidate is looking at deemed university seats, you will have MNG as the quota for deemed university seats. If you are looking at NRI, you will have to select NRI. All seats are Gen, so you can leave it blank too or select Gen, and you are looking at all the seats for general medicine which were available. So let us start with MD general medicine which were available in all the deemed universities. I am at rank 25,000. Let us see what are the seats that were available. Now I click on this, I see that there are only 21 records, which means 24 records are missing. Almost every institute will have a general surgery seat except for 1 or 2. So I will filter out this because there are only 25 records. Whenever I look at specialty course wise, I'll filter this out and I will see all the seats. You can see that Kasturba Manikbal closed at 6,400. Even before, there are seats you could have seen that general medicine closed around that rank range only, right, slightly above. Government seats were available, Kasturba closed prior. Next, you have the rest of the seats. Obviously, this is for Manipal, which is favored. If it is affordable, many candidates take those, and then you will move on to see above 25,000 what all seats were available, all their fee structure. Some institutes may have a bond. All this is available over here. Now, this is very crucial when you look at deemed universities. You can also filter out on multiple courses and then take a decision on whether to go for deemed universities or not. The same thing like we filtered etc. can be done in these as well, state wise etc. All information is available for all category of candidates. Right now instantly I want to look at NRI quota, I just filter on NRI and it will give you the results. I want to look at a particular specialty alone, I'll be able to change the specialty, I will be able to change the specialty. So let us say I'm looking at general surgery. Usually medicine candidates won't do that shift, but I can do the filters over here. And no NRI seats were allotted, I guess. So we'll go on to MNG seats and we'll see all the MNG seats which are allotted in general surgery in these institutes in 2024. I can also go back to 2023. Sorting I can do. Let us say I want to sort by fee. It is relevant over here. I want to sort by fee. Then you will be able to sort by fee. The lowest fee to the highest fee. You will be able to sort and see whether there is a possibility for you. Your 20,000. Obviously these are available, but these might not be available. You will still fill those choices, but these might not be available. Is something that you will decide and then take a call on. This is a comprehensive thing. We have a lot more to do in terms of seat matrix, fees type and bond, the tools like allotment mapping, rank scan, the resources section which is available, which will have every information of previous year counselings. Like 2024 information is available, 2025 information will also be available, the courses and counselings etc. you can do. See, whenever you want to look at a counseling, you can always go to the counseling part and pin it up. Once you pin it up, I'm pinning the All India counseling here, then I'm going back to the counseling part, and then I'm interested in Bihar counseling. I'm pinning up the Bihar counseling. What benefit you get is you go back and to the dashboard. This is something that candidates gave us feedback. We have got it. I have All India counseling and Bihar counseling pinned. Nothing is there yet. All India counseling, there is nothing there yet, but there are 1 or 2 announcements etc. You will have complete information. From here to you can go to closing ranks. From here to you can look at the prospectus, quotas, registration, links, everything all will be updated at a later point in time. You can go on to the counseling's fees type and bond and other links directly from a pinned up counseling. If you're interested in 2-3 counselings, just pin that up. So this is a tool which is very comprehensive, exactly like how we built our business intelligence tools for our systems. Both of us are from Anto and I are from data backgrounds. How we built our entire tools for an organization at a very high level. We have built this for candidates. If you do your research, you will get the best seat. Use a tool like this. That will help you save time, especially during round 1, round 2, where after the allotments, you won't spend 7-8 hours trying to figure out what in a single PDF to take decisions. You have everything available. It will take you 30 minutes to take those same information extracting from the portal, because we'll update it as early as possible. Thanks a lot for watching. We will come back with the second series and a third series on deemed, DNB, open seats, and all the features to other features that we have discussed, including the choiceless feature. That will help you in ensuring that your process is smooth. You get all information real time, immediately available for taking decisions. Thanks a lot for watching.